Hello YouTube and fellow collectors, this is Eric J and welcome to the channel. Today is another video of showing cards and collectibles that got me out of sports cards collecting. We are continuing with the Decipher's Star Wars customizable card game, or Star Wars CCG, and looking at the light side portions of the New Hope and Hoth expansions. So I'll be thumbing through these. Chewbacca is shown for the first time in this series, and he's a rare. Most of the main characters were rares in this series. Each of these expansions, which were out in 1996, had 162 cards total, 81 for each side. So those 81 cards, there's R2-D2, another rare, were split between rare, uncommon, and common, the same number of each. Within the rarities, there's also dual rarities, so some of the rare cards were rare ones, like Red Wedge, which means they're a little bit more rare than, say, R2-D2, which is a rare 2. Same thing with uncommons and commons. But just to show the cards that were in this set, New Hope, of course, finishes up episode 4, at least the pre-special edition version for cards. And as I mentioned before, I really enjoyed this intellectual property. You know, Star Wars is cool to me, and being able to see cards with pictures from the movie itself was just kind of cool, and then being able to play the game and, you know, recreate portions of the movie was also pretty cool. So that's what I enjoyed about these cards, and of course it also scratched a collecting itch, you know. And I wasn't collecting sports cards, I needed to collect something. Some of these cards also had flavor text across the top, and they would hide Easter eggs in them. Like this one's just given a Chewbacca roar, or, you know, the card called Wookiee Roar. And other things like that you can find if you look at the cards long enough. Go through some locations, and then some of the spaceships, the X-Wings, Y-Wings. Various weapons. Now onto the Hoth expansion. Couple of rares here. You know, the second version of Luke, which was new in this set, so I had to create rules for having personas. So, you know, couldn't have two versions of Luke Skywalker out at the same time. It didn't make a lot of sense thematically. So this is the first expansion where they had to build that in. We're going to come up here as we walk through an error card that was in the set. Another rare card. So you can see down here this K3PO card. Notice the picture. And we're going to come to a little bit later, and we've got a card called R3PO. And we notice the picture is the same. So this was a pretty significant error at the time. They did have a mail-in to correct the error, where if you had a copy of this card, you could send it in, and the company would send you back the correction. We'll see some of the corrections a little bit later, since I did get a couple of those as well. So this particular set I happen to have, rather than 81 cards, we got 82 cards because I also have the correction. But correction I'm showing a little bit later. But yeah, this set showed pretty much the Battle of Hoth from both sides. Makes sense when the set's called Hoth. And this is probably the peak of when I really truly enjoyed playing the game the most, because the Battle of Hoth is just fun to me. It's a fun movie, or fun portion of the movie, and it's a fun cinematic thing to play through in various games. So both sides built their decks. We could, make sure that we're landing on Hoth, putting up our shields if you're the light side, and if you're the dark side, so you got their shield generator here, and if you're the dark side, you get your AT-ATs, the big walkers, and you're trying to work your way over and get into the base. So you also have our snow speeders, some of the named ones and the generic ones, just so you had things to fly around and fight with. So that's what I enjoyed with a lot of this. Vehicles, heavy weapons, planetary things, everything that you would see in the movie if you go back and watch it now. And now the last card back here, notice we got the corrected version of this R3PO, which is just a red droid that looks like C3PO. So that's all the cards in these particular two expansions for the light side. The other thing that I have done, and I didn't mention this with any of the other videos, is that these binders that I put together, I also put the checklists on the back of them. And the reason I did that is I wanted to make it easy to find the cards. If I'm building a deck right now to play, I can just flip these over and then see the names of the cards and see the rarities of the cards. So as we go through here, like the Rookie Roar card that I stopped on is a rare one, so it's a pretty rare card. Whereas the Death Star Trench was a rare too, a little less rare. But anyhow, figure I'd stop there with this particular set. And as I mentioned in other ones of these videos, I'll just kind of filter these in with my normal sports cards videos that I'm recording and releasing. So don't know exactly when this will get posted, but if you see it and you've stopped to take a look, I appreciate that. Feel free to hit that like button and leave comments if you wish. Appreciate everybody that has left a comment and liked the video and just stopped in and said hi. In addition, if you enjoy the content and want to see more, you can subscribe if you want to. That is also appreciated. In any case, we'll look to talk to you all in a future video. Thanks now and bye.